what's up, everyone? This is SojuTalk, your weekly shot at K-pop. We're coming at you with a super spicy episode 155, and we're recording on September 6th, 2021. I'm Doug, and joining me today, we got Warren.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
And Anita.
Hello.
And as a quick reminder, check out SojuTalk on your favorite podcast platform, sub to us on YouTube, and join the SojuTalk Discord and be a part of the nation. All right, normally this is the spot for announcements, but I am happy to announce that we have a sponsor for this episode, y'all.
Oh boy.
All right, I'll hit you with this sponsor read. All right, SojuTalk episode 155 is brought to you by MintyJoy. MintyJoy is a woman-owned small business that creates handmade jewelry and table accessories inspired by the beauty of nature. MintyJoy creates unique products specially for you. Express your love of nature and beauty through one-of-a-kind items. To find MintyJoy, visit MintyJoy, MintyJoy.com or mintyjoy.etsy.com. And I will put the links to that somewhere on the YouTube description and also on the Discord.
It should also be on the screen right now.
Ooh, nice.
Oh boy.
All right,
Yes.
so MintyJoy reached out to us. They are a member of the SojuTalk Nation, and they created they created this new business doing accessories. So, please go check them out and support them. It's the first time that they're advertising, and it's the first time we have an episode sponsor. So we are scratching each other's back, as they say.
Wow.
Right now.
Yes, we love to do
First
that.
per first.
And they will be sponsoring a couple episodes going forward. And I heard in the second episode that they will be sponsoring, there might be a giveaway or something. So be on the lookout for that.
We haven't had those in a while.
Yes.
And then finally, if you want to sponsor a SojuTalk episode, hit up our business email, which is in the YouTube description. But shout out to MintyJoy, episode 155, presented by them. So boom.
Thank you.
Yes,
Oh my
yes.
goodness. Look at us. We're pros
All right.
now.
Check them out. Go check them out. Their
Professional.
products are really pretty.
You know what? Yeah, I
I've
did see the
seen.
images.
Yes.
I should
If you
pierce
like
my ears.
flowers, like I do. Check them out.
I mean, Warren was like asking at one point, should I just pierce my ears to get one?
I'm gonna just pierce my ears by a couple, just put them on.
Yeah, but that was the sponsorship read. Warren, I heard you have some kind of announcement thing going on.
Ooh, yes. We've been doing streams every week. Last week we did a Let's Listen. This week we got Lisa, right, coming out with her new single. A double single actually, I think. I'm not sure. We're gonna do a quick listening party, just very short, and then we're gonna do a Blackpink World Cup, their best songs. What is their best song now? We may discuss. And then we might do something else. I don't know. We'll probably keep it short a little bit.
The funny thing about that is Warren was like, well, they finally got enough songs to do a World Cup with.
Finally.
Ooh.
It'll happen on Friday. Not the typical Thursday. It'll happen on Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on our Twitter. You get the idea. Same deal as always. Be there or be a rectangle.
All right. But we're now at part 1 of SojuTalk episode 155. We're going to talk about 4 big new releases. Choose a spicy song, King, and hit you with the music show winners. Boom. We've been trending towards 3 songs lately for the big new releases. But
Yep.
we've noticed like the Girls Planet stuff, it's give or take of how short or long it's going to be. And we think this week's going to be kind of short. So we decided to cover 4 songs this week. So the first one came out on Wednesday, September 1st. It is from Miss9's Talk and Talk. So they are now under Pledis Entertainment. Debuted 2017, and their last 3 title tracks were We Go, Feel Good, and Fun, with 0 music show wins so far. And by the way, their Weverse community opened today, so you can go.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
nice.
There we go. Pledis musician.
All right, this Talk and Talk song, right? It took like 7 listens for me to like this song. Like,
Wow. Okay.
it was
okay.
at the beginning. I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it.
What
But
were the obstacles there?
I'm not a huge fan of the chorus initially. I don't know.
It does feel like the song's like not very dynamic because like the first verse begins very high, right?
Yes.
And then the starting point of the chorus is way lower than the top point of the first verse.
That's true.
So like it's like not typically how K-pop songs work.
Yeah.
And the first time I heard it, I was like, I don't know if I like this.
No, that was me. It was like I woke up. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, I don't know if I like this. I'm gonna have to wait till I wake up to listen to it. That's how I felt.
I remember I was looking at the thread for Let's Listen submissions, and Yokab, who's one of the mods on the Discord server, he had posted it, and I listened to it half awake in 7 a.m. and I was like, this is bull crap. And then later on during the day, I was like,
No, I agree. Yeah.
And then every day I listen to it one more time, and I'm like, maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe this isn't so bad. I'm doing a complete 180 here. I like it now.
Oh, okay.
Is that how you felt too? Is it just me?
I mean, I guess I had a very different reaction at first because I listened to it and I was like, oh, this is very nice. The music video is really nice. They have like an apartment concept I thought was really cute. The styling was really nice. Production value of this definitely went up.
I think it's the same people. Like it feels like the same people who did the WeGo stuff.
Well, yeah, it kind of has a continuation from the previous music video.
Right.
So it would make sense. But I know I was liking the visuals. Everything going on visually was great. I think my least favorite part of the song is that hook that is the catchiest, and maybe that might affect how much I end up liking it. But there's a lot of other parts in the song that I really like. Like I thought the bridge was really nice.
Bridge is good. The verses are good in this.
Yeah,
song.
I don't know. I guess the part that is supposed to be super catchy, I'm not in love with, and I guess that can be bad.
I did expect a little more oomph from the chorus.
Missing some spice, man.
Right, and then it begins with like da 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 dun da dun da 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 da. It hit, and I was like, "Is this actually the chorus?" It feels a little lethargic here. Like maybe something. And then the turururu part hits, and I'm like, "Okay, that's actually the chorus. I guess that works." But like it does repeat a lot, and by the end of the second chorus, I'm like, "Okay, this is a little draggy." We've heard this a couple of times.
Especially,
but it's catchy.
It's very catchy, but it's just like we have to compare it to WeGo, essentially, right?
Oh, WeGo is
and WeGo
so
is,
good.
I think, for us, a Song of the Year contender right now.
Yeah.
It's on the short list, I would say, and this is good. From Us 9 has been getting better and better over time, I think.
I mean, they're different. They're different directions creatively, right? Like, WeGo was obviously going off of where Feel Good left off. Feel So Good, Feel Good. I forget which one is it.
Feel Good.
Feel Good, right? It's in the same direction. It's pretty modern, has a bit of a disco take to it. Save tempo and whatnot. This, I don't know, feels retro in a weird way, like almost the 2000s kind of vibe. So like I do appreciate that they're going in a different direction, right? They've done the same thing twice, change it up a bit. Not sure if the timing was the best given like their management is changing and whatnot. But creatively, I heard it's the same people, right? Mr. Han, the CEO of Pledis is still active on this thing. But I mean, I appreciate that they're going in a different direction. Was it what I expected? No. Was I surprised? Yes. Was I pleasantly surprised? Maybe.
You know who worked on this? Ryan Jhun.
Right.
Oh.
Right. This week has been a Ryan Jhun versus Ryan Jhun.
Ryan Jhun fiesta this week.
Wow.
All I'm gonna say right now is I feel like he gave From Us 9 the better song.
Really?
So, yeah.
Well,
he definitely gave Fromis 9
the more K-pop
song.
friendly song.
Right.
Yeah.
The less Ryan Jhun and more generally K-pop track.
Okay, that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
That's
We'll talk about that in a second. But you want to move on?
No, I want to talk about From Us 9 a bit. So they're at Pledis now, right?
Okay,
That's
yeah.
a big move for them.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just the girl group out of a survival show anymore, right? They're in a legitimate company, Pledis. We're hoping Pledis does what they should have done with Pristin with them. It's essentially the hope.
Yikes.
Yeah. That being said, From Us 9 at a certain point, everyone's like, are they done? Like, you know how we felt that at a certain... When they didn't come back for a while, we were like, are they done? They're definitely not done. They're producing good music now.
thankfully, yeah.
They're rising up the tier list, my internal girl group tier list. They're rising pretty quickly based on these releases that they've been doing lately.
I mean, Fromis in general has had a very good discography.
Yeah.
I don't know how... Like, I'm going to be very honest. And it's because I'm kind of a fan. I don't think they're the most talented in terms of vocals or like in that direction. But what I'm gonna say is they do know how to use what they have to the fullest extent, and they're creating a very solid, strong, and well characterized discography so far. And like if you look at their earlier stuff, which is very kind of J-poppy a little bit, schoolgirly.
Mogami, yeah.
Right. And then they move on to like the high energy stuff with Love Bomb and that other track we don't talk about. Right.
Right, we don't talk about it.
Right. Which some people like for some reason, right? Like
No, Love Bomb's good. Fun is the bad one.
no,
Exactly.
some people have turned around on Fun.
Okay.
It's not
Like
for me.
me.
Not for me.
You like Fun? Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I think it has a good place in the discography now. Like when I go down when I go down all their A tracks, I understand that it plays a role in terms of making a transition. Right?
Okay.
I switch like my favorite girl groups in my head all the time, but this week we're covering 2 of the top 5. That's what I'll say.
Only 2?
LOONA? Is LOONA up there?
I don't no, STAYC and
STAYC.
Promise are in my top
STAYC.
5 right now. LOONA might be like 6, but it's definitely not in the top 5.
Remember like episode like 50 or something? Like you were
Yeah.
all aboard the LOONA hype train.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Watching LOONA
Hey,
TV.
I just haven't been huge on the so what, why not PTT like trilogy.
Yeah, that
I
does
like
it.
Butterfly, man. That was my joint, right? But it's been a little struggle.
We'll talk about LOONA in a second. For now, I like the direction Promise 9 is going in.
For sure.
Maybe I don't enjoy Talk and Talk as much as their previous 2 tracks. I still think they're in a good direction.
Very good, yeah.
If they're a stock, it's rising in the correct direction
Oh,
right now.
For sure.
Stonks.
Yeah,
Boy.
stonks on them. Invest.
Stonks.
Yep. All right, let's move to the second song. We got 2 on Friday. The first one, it's a bit of a switch up. It is a soloist, Ihai, with Savior featuring Bi. I believe this is her second pre-release, and the title track comes next week, something like that. She's now under AOMG, debuted 2012. Last 3 songs were Only, For You, and Holo. 5 music show wins so far.
Man, y'all excited for her full LP? It's been 5 years.
That'll be interesting.
It's been 5 years since an LP. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The YG basement had her locked up, and now she's free in the realm of AOMG and higher music. How are you guys feeling?
What?
Really?
Should I explain my ha?
Go
first?
for it.
Yeah.
You go for it.
Okay.
Be my guest.
It's very difficult to judge Ihai songs, in my opinion, because you know that the vocal performance is going to be incredible.
Oh,
right?
incredible! Yeah.
She's like in my mind, like a top 5 female singer in Korea. I'm talking everyone. Like I think her voice
Dang.
is so ridiculous, right?
Wow, it's very hot.
My problem with this song, right, is like it's just like the whole way through. You know, it's like the same kind of vibe, same kind of chords going the whole time, essentially, right? Now, that being said, when if we cut it and it was just like she did it like a couple times, oh, fantastic, it's Ihai, what do you expect, right? But for me, it's like it seemed like the whole song is like we're gonna repeat the same thing over and over again, and then we're gonna get Bi to do a little rap section, we're gonna repeat it one more time, and let's go home, you know? That's why I'm a little on this one.
So it plays it a little too safe with
Yeah, I think so.
typical structuring of songs like these, right? Especially, I feel like it hits that way, especially because chances are you've heard of tracks like these before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've existed in this realm for a decade and a half at this point. Right. If I'm songs that immediately came to my mind is like Cafe by Big Bang, which has a very similar piano loop. And I was like, the whole time I'm listening, and I was like, this could have easily been a Haze track, you know, something like. Actually, I can't think of anything more. Never mind. But it did feel very safe. And while the song isn't on music platforms yet, I'm gonna guess it's gonna chart pretty well because
Oh, of course.
general public.
This is meant for a cafe, fam.
Right. This is meant to be played every hour. Or
A
so.
rainy afternoon.
Yep.
So if you think about it that way, it's not very interesting. But what did grab my interests a lot more was the lyrics,
Okay. Good.
which
Yeah, good point.
I don't know if there's English subs. I
There
don't
is.
know if
There is.
Good lyrics. Good lyrics.
Look it up. These are beautiful. If you have not watched The Handmaiden by Mr.
Oh,
Park Chan-wook,
references. Yeah.
go watch that movie. Because once you do, it'll hit a little differently.
It is rated R, so just saying.
Yes, it is rated R. But I'm gonna guess the chorus is a direct homage to one of the most famous lines of that movie. Which I guess spoiler alert. The famous line from the movie is my Tamako, my Suki, the savior that has come to ruin my life, which that phrase is kind of separated in and sprinkled out through the entire chorus.
Yeah.
If you're old enough to let's talk. If you're old enough to watch The Handmaiden the movie, it's like a top 3 Korean movie in my opinion.
great
It's really
movie.
good.
It's really good.
Wonderful movie.
It's very erotic though. It's a erotic thriller. I think is erotic psychological thriller. It was the genre. So you got to know what you're getting into.
Yeah,
Rated
don't
up,
watch
guys.
Don't watch
Just-
it with your parents.
Just look at the poster for the movie and you'll instantly know what kind of movie this is, guys. That's all I'll say. So
But hey,
some of you are youngins. Watch
Even
it.
if you don't watch the movie, I still encourage you to look at the lyrics because I think that's the key
Yes.
selling point of this track, and it's what sets itself apart from like a typical cafe track that you hear from like 100 SoundCloud R&B musicians.
I'll
that
give you
plus
that.
are
It
amazing
has-
vocalists.
It has interesting theming for sure.
Right,
I
right.
think that's what kind of what I found most interesting, like the concept behind this collaboration, because it's very interesting because they've collaborated before in the past, right? They used to both be in YG, BI and Lehigh. So I feel like there's some history there, and it's really interesting knowing that there's that behind this collaboration. And then in the music video, there's also like a history within the characters they play.
Right.
I don't know. I just feel like it's really cool to see a feature that makes it very much like a collaboration between the two
Right.
outside of the song as well. Does that make sense? Like
it
just being there.
This is creating depth. There's multiple ways to interpret the situation, whether that be through a realistic lens or through the narrative or through the lyrics, or maybe all of them combined. Whatever you choose, there's different ways to interpret it. That's what's really cool. And that's why, even though acoustically I hate his verse, I do not like the way it sounds. I
Yeah.
still like it though. I still like it because
I
it plays
yeah.
such a crucial role in delivering this narrative through the music video and through the the lyrics.
It was a tiny bit jarring, the style clashing a little. I
Yeah,
thought.
acoustically, I was like, I don't like this at all. I'm sorry.
But there's
BI
like a
fans.
little bit of a melody change or addition in the rap that I thought was really nice. I almost felt like, oh, it almost made me feel a little sad. Like it added more sadness to it for some reason, but it definitely added to this idea of a conversation happening between the two.
All right,
So, yeah.
that was Ihai Savior featuring BI. Let's move on to the next track. We have LOONA's Not Friends, which is produced by Ryan Jhun, and it is the second installment of his new Maxis series. The first song was NCT U's Maniac, which was sung by Doyeon and Haechan. So LOONA, of course, Blackberry Creative, debuted 2016. Their last 3 songs were Paint the Town, Why Not, So What. 2 music show wins so far. Interesting song, right?
Interesting
like
song.
it's not a. It was like it's LOONA, of course. But like it doesn't sound like the typical LOONA stuff we're getting these days. So it was a little
No.
different from there.
Well, can I try framing? I don't know what you have ready to say right now, but can I frame the conversation a little differently?
Sure,
Because
Okay.
I don't want to look at this as a LOONA track.
Ryan Jhun.
Right.
I'm
okay.
seeing this as Ryan Jhun as the main character. He is the composer. He is the he's
Arrangement,
He's
yeah.
the arranger. He's the director in front of the orchestra, and LOONA is the orchestra playing the instruments as he pleases. Right. That's the way I see it, and especially because Ryan Jhun, this is his project, right?
Yep.
Part 1 was with a couple members of NCTU, Doyoung and Haechan. And then now we have a couple members of LOONA, which she has worked with before. And I think he selected the perfect people to create acoustically. Those voices make the most sense for this kind of sound. I'm not sure which came first, right? Maybe he chose the members and then created the sound. Maybe he created the sound first and chose the instruments. I don't know. You tell me. But and I kind of want to look at it. Sorry, I'm looking at it that way with Ryan
I
Jhun
understand.
in the
Yeah.
middle, in the spotlight.
Let's give some context. So Ryan Jhun is probably one of the most notable K-pop producers in the game.
Yeah.
Right.
He's worked with a lot of people, a lot of big companies. Like I remember, if off the top of my head, like NCT's Kick It, I know is him. Celebrity by IU is his. What other ones he did? Let me think off the
Pretty
top
Shitty
of my
Bang
head.
Bang by Lee Hurry, although that is not gonna hit you, y'all. Here, let me look up the list real quick.
Yeah, but just know.
Get
Supernova-
Down by Shiny, View Shiny, Lucifer Shiny.
A lot of
Um,
SM, I remember. Yeah.
A lot of SM, a lot of UKIS tracks. Here's what you need to take. Here's the takeaway with Ryan Jhun. Because he created a specific sound which became pretty synonymous with the entire genre, which is, I think, two things. One is stacking choruses, which this track is a perfect example of. Especially near the end, you hear like at least like 15 voices stacked on top of each other in a great stack, and it works. Designing a chorus like that is incredibly difficult. And he has shifted K-pop in a direction where everyone does that nowadays.
It's
right?
common. Yeah, it's more common now.
And he's kind of the pioneer behind that. And the other thing he does is using rap sections as a pacing device, putting them right before choruses. He started doing that. He's the one who started doing that. Back before that, rap was like just rap. Which, again, this track is a perfect example of. So in that aspect, this track is a great embodiment of what Ryan Jhun is. But the problem is, it sounds too K-pop.
Oh, really?
Explain what you mean by that.
The two things I just mentioned,
Okay,
along
so
with the
he's
sound
like,
and whatnot.
He's like tripling down on this.
I guess he's tripling down on it. It's just like other people are doing it too now, and they're all doing a decent, good job. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I think for me the worst part of the song is the chorus. It's just like it's just kind of dragging. We're kind of like, it's like, oh, okay. That being said, interesting music video out of nowhere, right? Like for a Riot Jhun track, who would have thought they would have done? The gunplay was okay. So you know how I review gunplay on music videos?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
extremely good in this music video.
Oh,
Was it?
At
nice.
a certain point, they're wearing hearing protection, which you do. Like maybe Ryan Jhun likes guns. Who knows? There was a variety of different gun types. They were holding them correctly, so I don't know whoever made the music video was doing a pretty good job of it. And the action sequences were kind of cool out of nowhere, right?
very game-like.
Yeah, I don't know. Going back to the song though.
Yeah. How'd you feel about this, Anita?
I find it interesting that you bring up a lot of the stuff that Ryan Jhun is known for, right? And like, things that work. And I do agree. I think they work and they are staples now. I feel like maybe this was too much of that.
Right.
Of that stuff that he's comfortable with or that he has done for a while. Because I do agree with that it felt like a lot of it was dragging, a lot of it was repetitive. I didn't think there was a ton of stuff going on in the melody of the song, so I guess I didn't see a lot of interesting melodies in the song. So I feel like once I heard it like a minute in, I was like, oh, I basically have an idea what this whole thing is going to sound like. Like I didn't think there was so much of a journey there. And I don't know, I guess I kind of wanted there to be a little bit more because I feel like visually there was a lot of stuff going on, but I didn't think the song reflected that well. But I guess maybe it was more of a vibe that he was going for, like not really.
Here's what I wanted. Here's what I wanted, because this is very similar to how I felt about Gray, who dropped his first solo LP after being active for more than a decade. When a producer is in the main front, what I want in an ideal world is them to double down in their characteristics, but show me more. Show me what you can do when you're in the main spotlight. Here it feels like he doubles down on his characteristics, but he's not giving me the extra.
It
I'm
feels
going beyond
like
that, yeah.
he just made like a new LOONA B track or subunit track.
It feels like he made a Ryan Jhun type beat. And then just went with it. Which the problem nowadays is sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. His stuff hasn't been as hitting every time nowadays. Remember Celebrity by IU? Y'all like that?
Oh, I remember that.
Not
yeah.
that much. Not that much. Yeah.
Some of his stuff has always worked. Now it's a bit of more of a hit and miss nowadays. So it feels like he's walking in the same position right now, and I kind of want a little more. A little more.
At the end of the day, though, happy to get more LOONA content, though.
Talking about that, like more LOONA content. What was that tease at the end? What does that mean?
I think. Okay, let's talk about LOONA now that we've talked about Mr. Ryan a whole bunch. I feel like this is LOONAverse, right?
Okay, yeah. So Here, I don't know the specifics, right? So LOONA, the whole lore was kind of ran by this guy named Jaden Jung back in the day. He has since been unaffiliated, so he's not affiliated anymore with BlackBerry, so he left. The funny thing is, Ryan Jhun is you know how Isuman kind of jumped on the LOONA hype train for a little, right? They invested in BlackBerry, things like that. Ryan Jhun though is now humongous on LOONA. Like he wants to be a part of the LOONAverse type deal.
Oh,
he was on the team that made Paint the Town, and he's now trying to be like the guy who's doing the lore guy. It seems.
If you go look on his Instagram, 53 weeks ago, he has a LOONA cape on. It says LOONA on it. In Korean.
Yeah,
he's got the LOONA fan stick, and light stick, and he has like shoe photo cards in his hand. He's a big LOONA.
He's a big orbit.
Right.
So here's the interesting thing. So rumors are that he will eventually be making his own girl group. That's what people have been saying.
They're already out, aren't they? Bugga?
Is it already out? Oh, rip. If
they're
it is,
announced. It's
okay. But it seems like he also wants to make LOONA like a pet project, and I heard that he wants to produce like most of their stuff going forward as well.
Interesting.
Yeah. Martin, were you gonna say something?
In terms of the LOONA sound, I like this a lot more than some of the stuff you have gotten recently.
Okay.
Like, I'll just be honest. Like, even though we've kind of criticized the track up until this point, I still like it more than PTT. I still like it more than Not Shy. I'm sorry, Not Shy is Itzy.
Not Shy's a good song.
Not Shy's a great song. What are you talking about?
Not Shy's good. Why not? Why not? And so what? These tracks, right. They're similar title tracks. I'm sorry. Because I do feel like, yes, it's a little less energetic, but I do feel like the production and the vocals mash very, very well, right? If this was a B-side, it would be perfect, and it kind of is. Not gonna lie, this isn't a LOONA main track. In that aspect, I'm a little excited. I am.
Yeah. They also picked the perfect kids, as we mentioned before. Kim Lip, Heejin, Eve, and Jinsol. That's like sexy line essentially is what they picked. Right. So completely worked for this song. Let's move to the last song. So today, Monday, September 6th, we have STAYC Girls. It's going down with Stereotype. They are from High Up Entertainment, debuted last year in 2020, and their other two title tracks are ASAP and So Bad. Regardless of how you feel about the song, STAYC, I think right now is in my top 3 girl groups that I like.
Let's go. Yes.
Pretty sure.
Boy.
I was trying to think of like what groups that when they come back do I get super hyped for. STAYC is definitely one of them right now, for sure.
They're big.
Yes.
They're low-key pretty big.
Koreans in Korea too. People are starting to eat up STAYC. Like,
let's go. Yes.
And ASAP popped off on TikTok. You know, like
it did. As I knew it would.
It's doing well.
Yes.
Like they're
Cosmopolitan did a poll with teens, just people in their teens, very recently in Korea.
Okay, yeah.
Right, and they did, who are you most focused on in terms of fourth generation idols? And the girl groups, 46.2% answered aespa.
Okay.
Ooh, aespa.
22.9% said STAYC.
Wow.
Nice.
And then here's the surprising part: 15.4% said ITZY, and then 6.6% said Weekly.
Ooh.
Weekly, yay!
So, I'm surprised. I'm pleasantly surprised for Weekly.
Yes.
Not pleasantly, but surprised for ITZY. But
so the interesting thing, right? Everyone had initially thought that it would end up being an ITZY versus aespa battle for the supremacy of the new girl groups. It's eventually it seems based on your data, and it kind of feels like ITZY kind of lost a little bit of hype lately. Weekly as well, like, you know, it just seems like Weekly has a lot of hardcore fans. We have a lot of them in our own Discord, but it also feels like the momentum's kind of not like popped off anymore. But the aespa hype train and the STAYC hype train has been ridiculous lately, right?
Yes.
Right. I think STAYC is a prime great example of good music, good marketing, good product,
good team behind them too.
Right.
Like,
great creative force. The members themselves are very unique and talented. Let's talk about them real quick. Vocally.
Yes.
They're one of the strongest vocal groups right now in terms of just pure singing their song, right?
Right.
Yeah.
What was most impressive was like they're great at singing, but they're also very unique and very well characterized.
Yep.
There's something very unique about these people. Like the moment in the first verse, in the very beginning, what's her name? The first
Sumin. Yep.
When Sumin does her thing, I'm like, yep, that's
That's her.
I don't know her name, but she's the STAYC girl. I remember now. I mean,
Bro,
that's very difficult to do in 3 tracks.
I don't know how I'm gonna frame what I'm about to say, but there's oftentimes in K-pop songs it's like, all right, person 1 has sung enough. Let's switch to person 2, get them going on the first verse, right? Whereas it seems like the way they're making these STAYC songs, it's like, all right, person 1 has sang. Let's hit them with a different kind of voice for part 2. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Like, we're not going to have the 2 people sing similarly, just change the kid, which is what a lot of groups do, right? These 2 people, you know, they sound pretty much the same. Let's just switch it so this person's fans will be happy too. But it seems like with these STAYC songs, they put thought into how these voices are going to sound next to each other when we transition. The best way I can say it is when you get to the part with Aisha, is that how I say it? Aisha. When she comes in and her voice hits, you're like, Jesus Christ, this is good. Right?
It makes sense. It makes total sense.
Yeah.
The thing is, every producer thinks about that. The problem is, the Black Eyed Pilsung, you know, and everyone else who worked on this track, they're just way better at doing it. Top line arrangement, just miles ahead of everybody else. And it was definitely noticeable when they were working with Twice. It definitely was.
Yep.
But now that they have complete creative control, is just perfect, and I can't complain at all, honestly.
And the fact is, we're saying all this, even though I don't think this is the best song ever. You know, like you know how the production's really good when we're talking about how good it is and how well put together this song is. And I don't think this is a better song than ASAP. I don't think it is.
That's true.
Oh boy.
Like, at the same time, I think that this song has some problems, but I can recognize the fact that they made this song ain't really good the way they made it.
It's
Yeah,
so
sorry.
good.
Did the audio catch me playing?
I heard a little bit of something.
Okay, you know, it was so good. I was trying to listen to it again. You know, like, I don't think I'm not sure if I like it more than ASAP though. I'm not.
I don't
lie.
think I do.
It's for me. I feel like it's somewhere where I can feel a continuation of ASAP. I feel like we're building something here, but I don't think it's in the same style. Like there's some differences here, and I like that they didn't try to recreate ASAP. I feel like this is a different variation of a similar vibe. The high teen vibes are very strong in this music video and this song. Stylistically, I feel like it's just so nice. I don't know. I feel like the build up to the chorus and then the chorus beat, I don't even know what it. I feel like it doesn't get faster, but the beat is like double of what you hear previously. Does that make sense?
Double time.
Yeah,
Right.
I love that. I thought that was perfect. I thought that made total sense, and it gives it like a different breath to the song. I don't know. I really liked it. I really liked the progression. Also, I don't know if this is only me, but when I first heard the song, like the beginning part of the verse, it reminded me of this other song by a Western group called Magic. I think they're from the US. And the song was Rude, and it was so popular. Like, oh my God, how many years ago was it? It was a while ago. But the melody was very interesting, and I think it might have been the guitar sound that reminded me of that
2014,
song.
Anita. 2014.
2014, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
If you say magic on this show, I'm thinking about magic.
No.
Nobody's gonna get that anymore.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the production a little bit, because even though I might not like it as much as ASAP, I still think it's really, really solid.
It's so good.
Like,
Yeah.
I feel like everything flows so naturally, right? The parts where there are drum change-ups are so naturally done. They flow so well. The production is very
I like
unique.
the light flutes too.
Right?
I love the flutes.
The flutes are good.
Did y'all hear the brass in the background of the chorus?
I heard it too. I heard it.
That was so smooth and that was great. That is how you do brass. That is, ladies and gentlemen, like Ken felt. That is how you do brass.
Yeah, I oh, go on.
No, I feel like it's unique, it's strong, and it's solid, and it's everything we ask for in a group that is a rookie, right?
Yep. I think what people so ASAP obviously had one of the most catchy choruses ever, right?
Right.
It's ridiculous. So Bad just hit real hard. Some people are saying that this song STAYC Stereotype, that the chorus is just a little like thin in the not that much impact. I heard someone say it's like a soup with not enough seasoning is what I heard.
I kind of get that. It doesn't hit strong.
Yeah. This song does not hit that hard for sure.
But I do appreciate that. Even though it might not hit hard, it's such a smooth ride in. Just so smooth,
so
you know?
nice.
It's just so nice. If I can nitpick a little bit, let's talk about what we might not like about the track a little bit.
Okay.
I've heard some positive takes on the lyrics.
Oh.
I would like to present a negative take.
Okay.
And this is actually not a STAYC specific problem. I've seen several girl groups in the recent years do this, especially with like groups who do whatever variation of Crush, ITZY and all those and Everglow. They're like, oh, we're so different, we're so unique, we break all the stereotypes. And I feel like that in itself is a great stereotype nowadays as a girl group. Like you are of the stereotype that you break the stereotype.
Yeah.
Don't just tell me how you do it. Do it. Like you just all the things I'm looking at the lyrics. They're like, oh, this my fashion is different. Like, come on, we've talked about this. In several different variations. That doesn't do that much for me. But hey, I'm just nitpicking.
Okay, so you know how I said STAYC's in top 5, right?
Yeah.
I'll go one step further. They're in the top 3 girl groups I like right now.
Wow.
Do you want to hear the other two? Do you want to hear the other two?
Who?
You're gonna be surprised. One of the other ones, Dreamcatcher. I'm really on Dreamcatcher
Wow.
these days.
Oh my.
Okay.
I've been listening to Dreamcatcher almost every time I commute to work. Like the 7 minutes it takes me to get there. There I'm
Dang.
back.
That's like 2
That's a
Dreamcatcher
choice.
tracks.
Yeah.
It's some. I just listen to whatever's on. And then the other one, for high tier girl groups that I'm listening to, right? Red Velvet these days. I've been going back, listening to their older title tracks, the full discography. I don't know if this is take, but their discography is better than Twice's or Blackpink's for sure, in my opinion.
Whoa.
I don't think that's a hot take at all.
Right?
I don't think that's a hot take at all.
I understand,
They have a
yeah.
great discography.
Right. Yeah, I think that theirs is ridiculously good.
Y'all wanna before we move on, I think we're done talking about STAYC now, right?
Yeah.
Y'all want me to talk about the boy groups that the teens like too? That's also
Oh,
in the
yeah,
chart.
what
I
was
just
the
didn't
poll
mention.
Yeah,
like?
from Cosmo, right? Yeah.
Right, from Cosmopolitan, obviously not the most credible source, but it's interesting to look at. We have 6 groups. I'm gonna start from the bottom. 2% at 80s.
Oh.
Ooh, they fell off a
At ease,
cliff
okay.
then.
But this is in Korea, right? This is in
Right.
Korea. So like 80s was never huge in Korea, so it kind of makes sense, right? 2.6% with Enhypen, which
Oh.
I was
Not
very
higher?
surprised with.
Okay,
Right.
I thought they'd be much higher.
Here's the bigger twist. 4%
Oh my God.
TXT?
with NCT.
NCT?
Wow. That's a little low. Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe NCT fans are all like 20s, maybe because
Okay.
these
They
are
might be a little
Maybe.
older now. It's been around for a minute, yeah.
right. 15.5% third place, Stray Kids.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Now, number 1 and number 2 is a very close hit. 32.4%. Tomorrow by Together, TXT.
TXT?
Makes sense.
Guess the first place.
So this is what teens are listening to in Korea?
Teens,
BTS?
4th generation boy groups. So no BTS,
gen, so-
no
Oh,
EXO,
okay.
4th generation only.
Hey,
I was so shocked.
Who is this?
I can't even think
We
of it.
cover them every now and then.
Who?
Anita, you really like them.
Who? Wait, who?
The boys.
The boys! Yes!
33.5% apparently.
Wow.
That explains why they had so many wins that other week.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently their fandom's big, y'all.
Man, okay.
Let's go, the boys.
Interesting.
Nice.
That's a fun poll of the week. Please do not use that as a credible means of research.
We just heard it
it's,
somewhere, yeah.
it's just Cosmopolitan, y'all. They're gonna give you tips on how to kiss really well.
All right. Other tracks released this week: MCND's Movin', Super Junior Kyuhyun on a Starry Night, Ian Song's Lemonade, Astro Via Universe, they released this song called Alive, Ace released Changer, Stray Kids released the B-side music video for The View, Omega X released What's Going On, and then Day 6's Young K released Guard You. But we are now at Spice King, so we're going to talk about the Soju chart. Songs that place number 1 in the Soju chart will be declared the Spice King. If you win Spice King 3 times, you gain entry to the Hall of Spice. We do have implications this week. As last week on episode 154, Red Velvet's Queendom picked up its 2nd crown, now eligible for All of Spice. CL Spicy got 2nd place, and Unbi's Door got 3rd, and the new candidates are the 4 songs we talked about this week. From S9's Talk and Talk, Ihai Savior featuring B.I., LOONA's Not Friends produced by Ryan Jhun, and STAYC's A Stereotype. Boom.
Go, Doug, go. Go, Doug, go.
I switched. The big debate this week is, do you like STAYC or do you like From S9? Is essentially the debate this week.
It is.
I'll go from the bottom up. In 3rd place, I have Red Velvet's Queendom. It finally fell off for me a bit. It took a while. We're in week 4. Fell off finally. 3rd place, though. I still think it's better than a lot of the songs we've been talking about lately. 2nd place, I had actually switched these, but now 2nd place is From S9's Talk and Talk.
Wow.
I have that in 2nd place. And in 1st place, I have STAYC Girls. It's going
Let's
down
go.
with Stereotype. Boom.
Yes.
Let's go.
That is
Let's
the
go.
correct
Let's go.
choice.
Let's go.
Anita?
Go, Anita. Go.
Yeah, what's funny is that the list that you had the first time before you switched things up was probably my list, because I have From Us in 3rd.
Oh.
I have Red Velvet in 2nd and STAYC in 1st. So yes, Red Velvet has also fallen down for me, but I like it a little bit more than From S9. I feel like From S9 is definitely in the right direction. I like where we're going. Just certain parts that I thought were not helpful in the song. I feel like it was a little confusing why they were done in a certain way, but still good, still good. And of course, STAYC is going down. Stereotype, very, very nice song. Warren.
Excuse me. You have that song.
Oh, is it on your
It's
chart?
no longer on my chart.
Oh.
It quickly came down as I started listening to other trap
Yeah.
music. Looking forward to other stuff though. Like I'm still having fun. Energy, power, chemistry. Let's go. Queendom by Red Velvet. I like the track. However, it is no longer on my chart.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
I like the
Completely
track.
new chart then, I guess.
I like the track. It's just I've kind of fallen off from it. And I've had a good run with it. I've put it on first before y'all have, so take
That's
what
true.
it is.
That's true.
What is on first? Let's start from the top this time. Let's start with STAYC. Girls, keep down.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? I like the track a lot. I think it's really well designed. And I say designed. That's a very specific word choice I'm using. Because it is just, I think, really well produced. And the members themselves do a really good job of performing as well. On second, we have From S9. It was not on my chart originally, but now I'm just singing it all day. On third place, I have Savior by Lehigh featuring Messenger
okay.
B.I. Sure, it's a little safe. I like the lyrics though. I don't like B.I.'s verse, but I appreciate it. That doesn't happen often. I will admit, it was a close one between Lehigh and Red Velvet though. I will admit.
Yeah, that's a good song though.
All right. Our patrons, the Harold's homies, right? You know, I was thinking, people might not know who Harold is anymore if you've started listening
That's
to
true.
Yeah.
All right, but
You need to give him a new name.
All right. But in first place, with 48 points from them,
Okay.
they have From S9's Talk and Talk.
Oh.
Wow.
In second place, with 29 points, they have Red Velvet's Queendom.
Oh.
And
Okay.
in first place, with 24 points, they have STAYC's Stereotype with 1 point. Well, they're getting 1 point.
Okay.
Wait, did I say that wrong?
Yeah, no, they're getting 1 point.
They're getting
on
1
third
point
place.
because it got 24 points from them. So
Right.
Talk and Talk got 48, Queendom got 29, and then Stereotype got 24. So that's how they did.
Oh,
Nice.
dang.
I still like that. I still like that.
If I tabulate the results, coming in first place, one of the most beloved groups from SojuTalk, right? Like we have ASAP in the Hall of Spice already. First place is STAYC Girls. It's going down. We got Stereotype.
Let's go.
STAYC picking up their first crown for this one. Second place we have with 12 points from Miss Nine's Talk and Talk. So I don't think I mentioned the point total, but STAYC had 16. From Miss Nine got 12. And in third place we have Red Velvet's Queendom, 7 points. Boom.
Nice.
Nice.
You know,
I am okay with
next
this.
week, the heat is coming, y'all. The heat is coming. I know summer is over, but prepare yourself for some heat. Here is the lineup of people who will be potentially contending this week. So 2 songs we probably won't cover is Baekgaya and Super Junior Sungmin. Wednesday, you got Purple Kiss. Thursday, Hyuna X Dawn. That's happening.
Go.
We also have the proper title track from Ihai, I believe. Friday, Blackpink's Lisa solo debut. Monsta X, Baekyerin is apparently releasing something. And then Monday, 80s. A lot of heat, y'all.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah, good luck to the homies trying to decide which like 3 to 4 songs we're gonna cover because there's a lot of heat.
I didn't know Baekyerin is dropping a track.
I think she is.
Forward to it.
I'll look that up actually while Anita does show
right.
winners.
You're right.
I am right? All right.
You are right. An EP.
Show winners, Anita, hit us with them.
Yes, so we have Red Velvet with Queendom winning once again on Show Music Awards. They're up to 5 total wins for this comeback. Congrats to them. And then we have Stray Kids, Thunderous. Picked up some wins on Show Champion, M Countdown, Music Bank, and Inkigayo. So they're up to 4 total wins for this comeback as well. And then we have Lee Chanwon, Convenience Store, had his first win on the show. Congrats.
Yeah, that is a pure trot song. It's like hardcore
trot. Let's go.
It's trot. That one. It's not even like pop. How would I call it? Like pop music infused trot. It's just straight trot. That one.
Pure trot. Yeah. Unfiltered trot.
Somehow he won the show.
Slow trot.
I think so, if I remember correctly. I just remember listening to it and be like, I did not expect this to win the music show, but it did. But we're now at the end of part 1 of SojuTalk episode 155. We'll be back after a short break. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, SojuTalk Nation. This is Anita here with a quick PSA. If you would like to support SojuTalk K-pop Podcast, please like, subscribe, or follow us on whatever platform you're using. And consider joining our Patreon at patreon.com/SojuTalk or donating to us at paypal.me/SojuTalk. On behalf of the crew and myself, thank you. Now back to our regularly scheduled episode.
We are back at it again with part 2 of SojuTalk episode 155, brought to you by our sponsor, MintyJoy again. So, you know, as we mentioned at the top of the show, links, you can find them in the YouTube description, probably in the comment section on Discord somewhere. You know, it is what it is. Shout out to MintyJoy. But we are now here to discuss recent K-pop news and events and give you the state of the nation. Let's get it. All right. Not much news this week, everyone. A lot of weird. If you look at our news list, right? I'm presenting something that's technically not K-pop. It just happened to K-pop people. Anita's presenting something that happened in Korea that's not K-pop, and Warren's thing is not K-pop really at all. So you know, here's what it is though. I will be talking about all the COVIDs that went around the K-pop world this week.
Oh, the virus.
Let me go through this. So 6 members of ENHYPEN have now tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, no.
On August 2nd, B-Lift confirmed that Jungwon, Heesung, Jae, Jake, and Sunghoon had tested positive. 3 days later, Nikki became the 6th member to test positive for COVID-19. Only Sunwoo has not tested positive.
Oh my god.
The next one, 4 members of N-Flying have now tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, no.
On September 4th, a day after Seunghup, Huisung, and Dongsun tested positive, FNC announced that fellow member Jaehyun also had been diagnosed with the disease.
My.
Only Chahyun did not test positive. And then IZ*ONE's Yujin has tested positive for COVID-19.
Oh, no.
And this is following after last week her label mate, and I think she lives with her, Wonyoung, tested positive then.
All right. The virus is still around.
Very much so.
If you haven't gotten the vaccine, please
You're able to, yeah.
Hey,
join the 6G family.
There are people who don't want the vaccine. Yo, give me like 12 of them. Like, I'll take all the 5G you want.
Give me the booster shots.
Yeah.
I wanna have a magnetic body. Please, I will take it.
Real talk though, I know that local places that you live, you might not have to wear a mask. In some places, there's not. As someone, I'm gonna do a little bit of a flex with a master's degree in public health, right?
Oh yeah.
Who's somewhat qualified.
Using your degree.
Who has worked in a health department, the New York City one to
Yep.
be like specific, which is a big health department.
The one in Chinatown.
I'll say, the risk you take, it's obviously your own decision to take. For me though, like I live with people who are older. I will be masking up because, you know, I don't want to put them at risk randomly when they don't have to be. That being said, just be smart, everyone. You know, it's up to you. At the same time, the quicker we kind of do the right thing, the quicker this can all end, and we could literally do everything we want, right? So that's all I'll really say.
If you are one of the people who are taking horse medication, what are you doing? Stop eating.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Okay, that's kind of ridiculous.
Real quick, another sentimental part that I realized earlier in the week, when COVID was going down, you know, when I went back to Michigan for a couple months, that when it was all first going down, that was episode 78 of the podcast.
Wow.
Today is episode 155. Next
Oh my
week is
God.
156. Soon we'll have lived longer in the COVID era than not have.
This podcast.
As a
you're saying.
podcast.
This podcast,
Yeah.
right?
Wow.
Oh my God.
Time flies, man.
It
Time
doesn't
flies.
feel like that. It feels like
doesn't.
Yeah.
It feels like the COVID situation has been like 25% of our pod life, but
Right.
apparently it's been like half.
Now it's
kinda
about to be
nuts.
50 and more.
All right.
God.
You know, that's all we got about COVID. Anita, hit us with this weird news that happened on the charts this week.
Yes, so there's a little song called Stay from Justin Bieber and the Kid Laroi. It achieved a perfect all kill. Yeah, it is the second foreign act and the fourth English song to achieve a perfect all kill of all time, I
Yeah,
guess.
and the other foreign act, the first one to do it was "Let It Go" from the Frozen OST.
Idina Menzel,
by
yeah.
Idina Menzel. So
That's crazy. I do know this song
Yeah.
is really popular. I hear it a lot on the radio.
TikToks too.
The TikToks love it, and it actually
Porch.
it's pretty good. I think it's really catchy.
I'm not gonna lie.
not-
Like
Yeah.
Justin Bieber has some ups. He has some downs. He has also been the center of Baby. You know, like I feel like it's safe to say he's an all-around safe pop star nowadays, and this is a good example. Stay
There
is
was
a great song.
Yeah, a little bit of a renaissance
Yeah.
recently.
It's kind of crazy though. In Korea though, this is the most popped off song, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Just think about
K-pop
that.
now.
Yeah.
When are you buying Justin Bieber light
Justin
sticks?
Oppa.
When is the Inkigayo stage?
Bieber Oppa.
Just like Usher, when is he going there?
Why is there no choreo? Actually, no, there is choreo.
So overall, you know, just some crazy news. And then Warren has another thing, you know, sort of up his realm though.
Yeah. Mr. A certain specific Mr. Park Seo-joon. He's been officially confirmed to star in the new Marvel movie,
Let's go.
The Marvels. Now, months after it was first reported that the actor would be starring in the movie, the upcoming sequel, Captain Marvel, sequel to Captain Marvel, Park Seo-joon's agency, Awesome Entertainment, great name by the way, has finally confirmed that he will be a part of the new Marvel Studios film. Look at that.
That's exciting. That's so
Sick.
cool.
Yeah, and then Warren was telling me a couple weeks ago. There's rumors that he's playing a certain character, Amadeus Choi or something.
It's not really a rumor, more like fans kind of want this to happen.
Ah, okay.
Wishful thinking.
Right. Amadeus Cho is like, he could technically be the daughter of Helen Cho, who was in the second movie.
The son.
Right. Sorry, son. I'm sorry. Son of Helen Cho. He in the comics, he's a variation of Hulk Boy.
Oh,
which
okay.
is a variation of Hulk. You know, he gets green. He's really strong, but he's also smart. And he's a Korean in the comics. So maybe, you know, since you got a Korean person, maybe get this. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Hulk already has like She-Hulk coming up soon and whatnot. So it might be a completely different thing. Marvel is on a great run nowadays.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us have seen Shang-Chi yet, have we?
No, but I want to.
People been thinking it. My sister told me to go watch it. Bagel on the Discord has seen it twice already.
Max is
Wow.
gonna see it for the second time soon.
Yeah, Max is gonna see it twice too.
I haven't seen it yet. I'm probably gonna see it soon. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little iffy because of the virus. But I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of flipped over a little bit. But hey, I'm also excited about Mr. Ma Dong-seok. What's his English name? Don Ma? Is it?
Don. I think it's Don Ma. Yeah.
Don Ma? Yeah.
No.
Don Lee. No, isn't he Lee?
I don't know, dude.
Look, there's a Korean actor in the Eternals. He's probably not gonna get a lot of screen time, but I'm excited
Don
for
Lee
that too.
is his Western
Don Lee.
name.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's great too. Shang-Chi's great. I haven't been the most excited for it. I'm not gonna lie. I know I'm a little different with some of the Asian Americans who might be very excited for the movie. But I mean, still, I'm kind of excited. I heard
Check it out. Yeah.
people have been actually a lot more positive than I expected. So we'll
That's
see what
good.
it's all about. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Other news. We got some big sellers. So the first one, Stray Kids have become JYP's first million seller group as they have recorded 1.1 million album sales for their second full-length album No Easy.
Wow.
The next one, Lisa, has sold more than 700,000 albums pre-order.
my God.
In just 4 days for her solo single album La Lisa. That number's probably higher now. Those are some big numbers. Lisa's
Yeah.
solo debut is 700K. That's nuts for a soloist.
And it's also only 2 tracks. On
Yeah.
that album.
Yeah.
It's not a full LP. 2 tracks with 2 instrumentals.
The only very few female artists solo artists get that number. That's a crazy number. The next we had some people joining something. So G Friends girlfriends Yuju, confirmed to sign an exclusive contract with Connect Entertainment. So that is the company owned by Kang Daniel, and it also co-manages CL and Chancellor.
Nice.
Interesting.
Yeah, so good for her. So she's getting some work in. She was the main vocal of the group, so it's good to see her still in a company that does primarily idol stuff. So that makes sense to me. Next one, Sandra Park is joining Abyss Company, which houses Sunmi, Bam Bam, and Urban Zakapa.
Whoa.
Nice. As well as yeah.
So Sandra Park, I always thought she was gonna be a YG lifer, and I honestly thought so, but apparently things don't work out how you think they do. So it's good for her though. They have a history of managing solo people. She's not really doing any music lately, but she's on Variety a lot. So
Yeah, I seen her.
Real quick, Abyss is the company behind all of Dingo. They're a
okay.
huge media powerhouse. So
She could host
she's-
some things potentially. Things
Yeah.
like that. Have a show. The next one, IZ*ONE's Cheon will be joining Bubble. So the fact that she's joining as a by herself, is that hinting that she's gonna do solo stuff after the fact?
Interesting. Yeah.
Is it bad that I kind of want her to do stuff as Want?
Oh, okay. I was gonna mention. So Want is the crew that she is currently dancing in on the variety show Woman Street Fighter.
Whoa.
Woman Fighter.
Oh, Street Woman Fighter. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you say it.
Anita, you're not watching that?
I've seen some clips here and there, but I haven't gotten around to catching up on the episode.
I've seen
That
so
show
many-
is right up your alley.
I've seen
I
so
sh- I
many
should.
clips
I really should.
of Cheon fighting. I mean, not fighting, crying on that
Yeah.
show.
Oh no.
a lot of tears. That show is spicy. I've seen the clips. That is a spicy show. There are a lot of sen unni, so strong older females
Well,
on
I
that
bet.
show.
It's I don't want to ruin the party here, but it's pretty popular in Korea right now. It's biggest in the show
Nice.
right now.
It's kind of hyped. Boa's one of the judges.
Yep.
The girls on there, I have confidence through the roof. I heard there's beef. One girl used to be the leader of a different crew on the show. They hate each
Wow.
other.
Oh my God.
It's so much drama, and some of the contestants are a little crazy too.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm not even big on dancing, and I've seen some of the clips, and I'm like, whoa, they're good at dancing.
Yeah, and
Dang,
then
I wonder if I would recognize anybody on
I
that.
saw a clip of one girl getting frustrated. She started slapping herself in the head, and I was like, okay,
Oh my God.
this is just happening. Yeah,
Anita,
so
Aiki's on the show. Aiki. Do you know who that is?
Aiki.
She's
Oh.
huge on TikTok and Reels.
Maybe. I know a lot of the studios. So a lot of the people who have channels, studio channels on YouTube. I recognize a lot of them. A lot of them were like who have backup dancers or crews that do stuff for celebrities. I recognize a lot of them, but I should check it out. I know I've been meaning to.
Look, if you want to see people dancing their butts off, this is a good show for you. Also, if you like people fighting, this is also a good show for you.
It's like the beef you get from like a Show Me the Money beef season, but like ramped up even more because all these people know each other, right?
They actually know each other.
They know each other. You could tell there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes here.
Remember, like Unpretty Rap Star, like "우린 팀이 아니야. We're not a team."
It's like if that was like a cold cut, this is a tomahawk steak in terms of beef.
Yeah.
Like,
It's been dry aged. It's
nuts.
Wagyu A5. Here you go.
Yeah,
Juicy.
All right.
Get
Lastly, Maru announced that Dongjun and Taesung will be leaving Ghost 9. Maru just like ain't doing very well in my opinion. Right? Like Ghost 9 didn't pop off that much. Park Ji-hoon, he's doing all right, but it's not like he's super notable lately. So like I don't know what's going on with that company.
They're not even a full year into debut, and we have two people living.
Yeah,
not a good look.
Whenever you have people switching lineups and stuff, it's not a good look typically. All right, announced comebacks though. September 10th, Monsta X. September 15th, Mamamoo. Highlights Yosep will be making a comeback on September 20th. AB6 on the 27th, as well as Shiny's Key. Hot Issue, Norazo, and Signature all in September as well. Boom.
Why have we started talking about Norazo on the show? Why are people in the Discord talking about Norazo all of a sudden?
People on our Discord, particularly Mina, loves Norazo. Like he gets pissed whenever we don't cover them on the show. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
No, Norazo's great. They pick a unique concept every time. And
They're unique.
They're really good at singing too.
They are.
Yeah, so there's like the comedy man and the singing man is how I like to describe their group. The singing man, it's switched, but the singing man is always ridiculous, right?
The newest singing man is also trying to be the comedy man.
Yeah.
The comedy man now.
We're too much now.
When they had Ihyuk back in the day, he was just vocals for days.
He's wild. You should check out some of their tracks.
Yeah, Norazo. If you want to know a song, I say their most popular track is the Superman song. So look up Norazo Superman. That's if you want
to hear them be rock stars, check out Hyung. I don't know how to say that. Your brother, older brother. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, we're at State of the Nation. Let's talk about some things before we blast off to Girls Planet 999.
I like that.
For me, we've been playing so much Overwatch on the Discord server lately.
Oh my God.
You're getting coached.
I'm getting coached. So I'm getting coached by English coach right now. So my boy Max on the server, he's like, he used to play on console apparently, and he was like,
"Excuse me, did you just say your boy? He's
boy
your
Max.
Coach."
All right, my coach Max. Max Senpai has been coaching me in the ways of Overwatch. You know, I'll be honest. When I was a youngin', I had like steady hands and could aim. Right now, I play all characters that you don't really need to aim. Like I play a guy with a hammer. Like I don't really gotta aim because like I try to play some of the aiming characters where you have to be good with your hand. It don't work anymore now that I'm older. It's just not working.
That old.
So
you're playing support characters.
I play support or I play Reinhardt or like things you don't gotta aim all that much. Okay. You know, like
so you're either the shield or the little robot.
I play tank and support. I can't DPS anymore. Okay, it just doesn't work.
Okay.
That being said, yeah. Oh, I love Torbjorn. That's like my favorite character. That being said, like it's been fun. I normally don't play competitively in FPSs. I'm in silver now. Max says I'm gold. Max says I'm as good as a gold player. So you know we'll work our way up. We've been duoing together, and he plays like an off role for him. So he's just like practicing something else. But it's been fun. Having a good time with that bagel. And then we've also had 6 people queue where we get 6 people from the nation in there. Boy, is that a dumpster fire whenever that happens. Win or lose, we always have a good time playing 6 main queues. So
nice.
If you play Overwatch on the Discord server, yeah. All right, Warren.
2 big albums in the American industry have dropped in the recent week.
Donda.
Donda. He just left. All right. Donda by Kanye West dropped, and then Certified Lover Boy by Drake has dropped. Oh, Doug is getting his Yeezys. Is that your Yeezys?
I got Yeezys.
Yeezy Boost 350 V2. And what
V2.
colors you get? Cream?
Light.
Light? Show us.
Ooh, those are nice.
Ooh, they're still de-essed.
I also had I copped 700 MNVNs in the recent weeks, all black, which I thought they looked ugly, but now that I look at them in person, I think they're hugely underrated. Great. Anyway, going back to Donda, I don't know if you guys like Donda more or CLB more. I feel like both albums feel pretty much like Kanye did his Kanye thing, and then Drake did his Drake thing. But Kanye doing his Kanye thing is a little more interesting than Drake doing his Drake thing. I'm not gonna lie. Drake doing his Drake thing has always been a little too pop friendly for me personally speaking, and like it's cool, but like it's not that cool. But Kanye doing his Kanye thing is like we're like 5 dimensions ahead of other people. Sadly, we're not 5 dimensions ahead of other people anymore. It's been years since he dropped MBTFF.
Right.
You get the idea. Most beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy. I fluffed that up. You get the idea. But hey, I don't know. Which one do you like more, Doug?
Which one? Between what?
Between Donda and Certified Lover Boy.
I haven't listened to either of them, dude.
Look,
Which one do you like? Do you have a favorite?
which should I listen to with my precious
Well, yeah,
time?
you can only recommend one.
The hip hop album of the year, ladies and gentlemen. Given Kendrick Lamar doesn't drop his album of the year yet, I think it goes to Tyler, the Creator, with "Call Me If You Get Lost." I think it's a great album. It's the career high, way better than Donda or Certified Lover Boy.
So I'll listen to that one
personal.
instead. Okay,
You're right,
Tyler, the
right.
Creator.
You should, yeah.
I think you'll have a better time with that, honestly, too. There's a lot of moments that are very like pop friendly, and then a lot of moments that are just like head banging 808s. But I'm a Tyler stan. What can I say? Odd Future, Wolfgang, Kill Them All. I was the guy in Colossus. That was me. Totally not. But hey, what you've been up to, Anita?
Not much. Enjoying the weather. Got
Good weather.
bit by a mosquito on the forehead. So I have a bump in my forehead.
I have 35 mosquito bites.
Oh my god.
What?
How?
I went upstate like a week or so ago with my girlfriend, and it was upstate. I should have understood that the mosquitoes up there are stronger than the ones in Manhattan. The thing is, I had bug repellent. I did.
What blood type are you?
I'm A.
Oh.
Right.
I'm
It's
O.
not even.
we get bit more.
Yeah,
right.
I'm probably I'm not sure, but I think that's probably why.
The thing is, like, even though I had bug repellent the first night, I got like 17. The second day,
Oh my
we
God.
went up a mountain and I got like 17 more, and like, especially my left leg.
How's your girlfriend? Did she get a ton too or no?
She was fine.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
I just don't like you.
I don't know, man. And it's not like I don't shower or anything. I shower every day, like.
Okay. Huh.
I don't know what it is. I'm sorry. I hate mosquitoes. Goodbye.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't like mosquitoes. I have really bad reactions to mosquito bites. But anyway, so we did that. Went outside. I've also, I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast, but I started playing Animal Crossing New Horizons a while ago because I got a Switch, and then I kind of took a break for a couple of, I think it was like a month. And now I started playing it again recently. I really like it. I really enjoy it. I'm still working on the island. It stresses me out because I want to do a lot of things, but I'm not.
Anita,
I can't terraform yet. Yeah.
do you know that there's a Puma Animal Crossing collab coming out?
Yes, I saw somebody post it on the fashion channel on the Discord. It was so cute. I would consider buying it. I
You
might.
look at the fashion channel?
I do. I look at a lot of channels.
Me too. Yeah, I look at it a lot. I
What?
don't talk in there, but I
It's
look.
just me and like Nick Elves and like Koala and Aura and Ellie.
No, I do peep
Yeah, we-
the fashion channel.
we lurk.
Yeah, I lurk.
Okay, well, great pastel colors.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes,
for sure.
that what is it, like the light blue, light greenish.
The foam green.
Yeah, the foam green. It's so pretty.
Those shoes are kind of cute. Is there like a raffle? How do I get that?
Don't get botted, Doug. You know, one. Speaking of Switches, one thing I want to do eventually, November is when Pokemon drops. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Awful looking game.
Okay.
Hate the way it looks. Everybody has gigantic head. But that's something I want to stream. I don't know. I love Pokemon.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Anyways, let's blast off.
All right.
Blast off.
Girls Planet 999. If you don't know who's been eliminated yet, don't watch this. Like
spoilers.
We gonna spoil it.
Don't listen. We're a podcast. Don't listen.
We gonna spoil all this. How do we want to do it? Do we want to talk? Let's go from 17 up to 1 for cells.
Okay.
For cells first. 17th place. I ain't gonna name all the kids. This is the Yoonjia cell. So Yoonjia is the girl who was the How You Like That Team 1 center.
Yes.
So her cell got 17th place. Shout out to her.
Nice.
Let's go like 4 or 5 cells at a time.
Yeah.
16th place. We had the cell led by Kimbora. I was really happy that she did not get eliminated.
I'm so glad.
Same. Yeah.
After her performance in the 5th season, it would have been a humongous shame if she went home. 15th place was An Jung-min's cell. So that is the cell that did Mic Drop. And she also has the Wang Yale girl who did pretty good in there with the short hair.
Yeah.
I was also very happy that they survived because, I would have felt bad if An Jung-min had to hard carry that Mic Drop stage and then she just goes home because of it, right? 14th place is where it gets interesting. Only one twin is twinning. So that is Liang Jiao made it past the elimination this week.
Right.
Spoilers, her twin, Liang Qiao, is going home, back to China.
Oh, so sad.
We split up the twins,
sad.
y'all. It happened. How do we feel about that?
I thought it was funny.
What? I thought it was so sad.
I'm just sadistic. What can I say?
Yeah, it's been a fun experience. Let's be real here. They were pretty much acting as the comedic relief characters on the show, right? So
And somehow one made it, so y'all should be happy if you like one. That's a little harsh.
Cell number 13. The 2 notable contestants in there are Lee Chae-yoon and Kashida Ririka. So I've heard of both of those, but I would say both of those, not the biggest names on the show, but I guess the combined popularity of those two pretty much secured them 13th place.
Lyrica, yeah.
12th place cell was Chia Yi and He Ji-won's cell. I'm happy that they both made it. Chia Yi is getting very hyped up on her Discord lately. People are really liking her, it seems. And
I voted for a couple times.
Yeah, I'm also really happy that Ji-won made it. I will say it now. She's the prettiest kid on the show, regardless of the way they... Yeah, I think she's the prettiest kid on the show, for sure. 11th place cell was the one led by Gwyn Maya.
Yeah.
They are pushing that girl really hard.
They are.
They are. She's one of the Magne line. She has the cutesy thing going on. She was the center of Pretty You. That girl who gave her center got eliminated, though.
I was so sad about that.
Big
oh my
rip.
God.
Yeah.
Yunjin?
Yeah, that girl got sent home.
Oh.
The 10th place cell was Chen Shinwei's and Kubo Reina's cell. So they've been promoting Kubo Reina a fair bit on the show. For her decent vocals is the
she's
main
really
push
good.
for her. Who's Chen Shinwei? Let me look up her picture.
She was the one where
She said
Mnet
that-
pushed her
Oh,
as like the pretty girl.
She said that the host, what's his name?
Yojin-gu.
Yeah, that he was not that good looking.
Yeah.
Oh, that's that girl. Okay,
That's
that
that
makes
girl.
sense. Ninth place cell is the Woo Tami Kim Daeon Sakura Miu cell. So Kim Daeon is getting very hyped up too. I've seen her on many things lately. Oh no, Kim Daeon is the girl she's not the one who's hyped up. She's the girl who's K1, and her storyline is always that she's not Shun Jiao Ting or Hikaru. That's
She's
her
number
storyline.
2.
Yeah.
She's the K1 girl, and she's always like,
Oh, never mind. Oh, yes. I remember
right.
her now.
yeah, she's always like, she's like, I was ranked 1 too, y'all. That's like the main thing that
But
happens.
she
with
did
her.
mess up for How You Like That, so.
Fair. 8th place is when we start to get the big name cells. Fu Yaning, Kim Suya, Nonaka Shana. That's actually a low key, really strong cell. If you look at
It
the,
is. Yeah.
is it Suyeon, the girl who was gonna say was popping off? Yep, that's the girl with the orange hair. She's the one who's getting really popular lately.
Makes sense.
A lot of people like her, it seems.
Yeah.
And for as controversial as she is, Fuyaning is very good. Let's just say that she's a very good at K-pop. And then Nonaka Shana, we all liked her.
I love her voice. Great vocalist.
in the Eve stage, she was particularly good. Seventh cell is the Huning
Huning Baihye.
Bahie. Is that how we say this?
Apparently.
Okay, the Huning sisters cell is in 7th place.
Apparently, you're not supposed to say that anymore. Apparently,
Who said that?
I don't know. Some people are angry in the comments on TikTok. They were like, "She has a name."
Okay.
Okay, Bahie.
Bahie.
I'm gonna be real here, but isn't that like the main draw as to why people are voting for her? Maybe I'm just crazy. Am I crazy?
No.
Right?
No.
No, right?
All right. Look, SojuTalk. We're all about honest discussions. I think Huning Baihye is one of the most overrated people on the show right now. 7th place, really? I mean, what is the selling point of this person?
Okay, here's the thing.
I think they do have potential, but I don't think it's
Everyone here has good potential
to be 7th place. If that makes sense,
right?
I feel like
she's not amazing at singing. She's not amazing at dancing. When I look at her, I'm not sure. I don't think she has star power. Like I don't. I'll be very frank. I'm not sure if she's as pretty as other people on the list right now. That too. Like.
Okay, this is what I'll say. She's done very well in the 2 stages that we've seen from her.
She was stable.
In both of those stages, she was the best kid in a bad group. Right, is what I keep saying.
Right.
That being said, if she came into the show with absolutely zero pre-hype, right, and we just saw those 2 performances, I don't think that the popularity she has now is relative to what we've seen. Is what I will say.
She definitely had that boost.
All right, 6th place cell is so wait, people were actually mad on TikTok for calling
there was a couple
Bahie.
couple angry comments.
That's a weird thing to be angry about.
It's the people are funky and they are weird. Move on. Who cares?
All right, 6th place cell is Jujin, also known as Rhoda, and Kim Do-a's cell with Arya.
I like that
Misako.
cell. Yeah.
That's a good cell. Neither of those, like Doa got some screen time, Rhoda got some screen time, but it's just not popped off yet. 5th place is a cell that is getting hard carried by the K-line member. It is the Kim Chae-hyun cell.
Let's
Team
go. Yes.
Chin. Let's go. Team Chin. Marshmallow Chin. Let's go. Kim Chae-hyun.
Yo, they like strapped the rocket onto that girl. She is blasting off into the stratosphere.
As she should.
She's like a top 4 most popular Korean trainee right now, if I had to say. Along with Yujin, I want to say Huning Bahie, it's probably Yeso, and then it is Chaehyun right after those 3.
Well, if I could only vote for one person, I'm voting for Kim Chae-hyun. As
That's
you
your one
should
pick.
too.
She's your one pick.
One pick?
But
That's your one
as
pick?
of now.
Oh, there it is.
Join Squad Chin. We support her.
Her chin. What do you mean her chin is big? I don't think so.
She's got a sizable
She kind of.
I think it looks cool.
Anita, she kind of has a big chin. Come on.
I think it looks cool. Just all I'm saying.
All right. 4th place. Hwang Shin-jiao, Kang Ye-seo, Sakamoto Mashiro. That is a good cell.
That's a good
That's a
sell.
strong sell.
That is a strong sell.
Mashiro's in my like top 3 favorite trainees right now, I think.
She's so
Wow.
pro. I just feel like she can do it all.
Wasn't a fan. Regardless of this thing, wasn't a fan of how many kids changed their hair colors. Like I'm confused.
Yeah.
I was like, Mashiro's now like a neutral tone. I'm like, all right, I knew you as the orange hair girl. Like, what are we doing here? Very confused by some of them. I think Yeso's good, and then the Hwang Shin-jiao, that girl got a good edit. The skill might not be there, but the visuals are for her. Is the main selling point there. The top 4 cells are where it stacks. So 3rd place on this one is the Suruchi, Jung Ji-yoon, Izaki Hikaru cell. That is a murderer row right there. That is crazy. 2nd place cell is the Shun Jiao-ting, Kawaguchi Arena, and So Young-eun cell.
Oh man, strong cell.
Strong cell, and then the 1st place cell, Chai Bing, Che Yu-jin, and Mei.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, let's be real here, right? If you look at the top 8 cells, right? Mm-hmm. I will say, here's a prediction from me: the entire group will be made out of kids from the top 8 cells.
top 8 right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
That's honestly what I think will happen.
Do you have people? Do you have specific people in mind, or is it just a ballpark estimate?
Okay, so my reason is, right?
Okay,
Number
okay.
one, all of the current top 9 plus Huning Bahia are in those top 8 cells,
Right. It's fair.
right? And then
Right,
I think there's
makes sense.
other kids that are like somewhat. Actually, like I really think that the top 9 they picked is close to what it's gonna end up being. That's my main selling point on that.
I
just
wouldn't
have
be
a feeling.
surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like the narrative is gonna favor somebody next,
Okay, I could see that.
and I think we could get a push for another person, and another person could drop out of the top 9. But I kind of agree in general as well.
I think it's very top heavy right now.
Yeah.
And those kids are like are pretty much fighting with each other. When we were watching the show together on the Discord, once they announced the top 9, I ain't gonna talk about. I'm not gonna list the top 9. But when we saw the top 9 results, everyone was like, "Pack it up, let's go home, end the show."
That's it.
Like, that's what everyone was like.
That's
Let's just end
Oh,
the
here.
show right now. Let's just go home. We're good. We picked the group.
Wow.
That's how a lot of people were feeling. But so after that, we got those 17 cells. They're the safe ones. And then we had to use the Planet Pass to save 3 eliminated trainees. And the 3 they chose were Ikama, Ruan, Wonja, and Kim Hae-din. So if you want to know who they are, Ikama, Ruan, not the most notable kid. Wonja is the girl with the blonde hair whose birthday it was that day.
Called out.
Right.
Called out
Zayn.
Zayn and had the most epic rant ever on one of these shows. And then Kim Hae-din was the girl from Yes or Yes, the team that
Yes,
won, who had the
yeah.
puka hair going on.
Yeah, she's so good. She's a great vocalist.
Honestly, I'm really happy with the kids they chose to save.
It made sense, honestly.
It made
There was-
sense. Yeah.
It was just like I had a feeling of like, oh my god, there's so many people in these cells that are leaving that I thought were like super good, and there's not enough space. There's just not enough spaces for all of them to get saved. And I don't know, it made me
Yeah.
sad.
So I was thinking about the concept of the cell on this show, right?
I-
And we have an ongoing discussion how it was a stupid idea because number one, you leave it open for cells that are really hard carried by one kid's popularity to make it,
Yeah.
which means you bring along 2 kids who aren't popular. And it works vice versa as well, right? Because sometimes you send kids home who might make the top 60 kids, right? Who are
Right.
going home. But the reason why it was sort of okay is because they let the top 9 pick cells between themselves. That's why we had such top heavy cells, so they saved the majority of the good kids by doing that. That was their counterplay to it. But at the same time, I just don't think it was a good idea. I think it would have been more fair if they said, we're going to save the top 18 kids from each country, If they really wanted to keep the numbers equal. I think that would have been more effective.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I feel like the cell system, I understand how it's supposed to work, and I guess getting a chance for them, like the actual contestants, to pick and choose, right, who they make up their cells makes sense, and it should balance it out. But I don't know. I feel like there were still cells where I thought like, oh, this person had a really good edit. They seem to really improve. They have the talent. And it wasn't enough, because there were cells that were stacked because they do get to pick each other, So I think it's a double-edged sword there where like there's not a lot of opportunity for individuals to stand out because you do have to vote as a group.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
I guess another positive aspect to it that we haven't mentioned yet is that we kind of forced them to be friends with each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Which-
true.
I guess if you think about the intent of the show, kind of makes sense. Get kids from different countries to be friends with each other. I think that's kind of cool. I guess. But in terms of creating a fair competition, not very impressed. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Going back to Planet Pass, the the one person out of the 3 they saved that I was most happy about was Wonja. Like everyone in our live discussion of it, we're like, Wonja, you gotta save Wonja. You've given her so much screen time. It's her goddamn birthday. She had to deal with saying we better save her, and everyone was like, hallelujah when they finally did.
And
right?
also like when they were naming the 17th cell, right? Like the that was gonna be for sure saved. She was number 18, right?
They were she was in the 18th cell.
So she got teased. They're like, oh, maybe she'll get saved, and then she wasn't, and then it was so worse.
Yeah. So that's really good for her. And then kids got sent home, right?
Right.
A lot of the super not notable people got sent home, which is, how it is on these shows. Some of the kids I want to point out that were pretty notable. Number one, Liang Qiao, as we mentioned, one of the twins went home, right?
Yeah.
We have the 2 kids who had probably sort of negative edits on the show, Sein and Yu Daeyeon. They went home. Yu Daeyeon going home is actually kind of surprising, though.
I was really surprised. Yeah.
I thought she was popular. To be honest.
I guess not.
And then the other person that went home was Okazaki Momoko, who is a part of the. She has an affiliation with Baby Metal, so that was that girl.
Yeah.
The girl from Sakura Gakuen.
Yeah, and
Okay.
she was also in the cell with Wonja and Sein, so that those 3 were together.
Not gonna lie, I don't remember her on the show at all.
I don't
They
either.
didn't show her a lot.
I don't either.
Yeah.
I don't think I think Emma just decided not to care about her. It's kind of
Yeah.
sad.
Dang.
But those a lot of kids got sent home. We feel bad, but at the same time, this is how this show works. You're not just gonna debut everyone.
Are y'all voting?
I am voting.
I have not. But
Are you, Warren? Are you voting?
Poor civic member Anita. I
know.
voted about a total of 6-7 times now.
oh my god.
I'll be honest. Here's the thing. I'm not voting hardcore because I can't. Sometimes I'm like I struggle to find 9 people to vote for. Not gonna lie.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean,
more votes.
you're more invested in this than I am. But it is what it is. Somebody that's been in every pick so far is Kim Chae-hyun.
There you go.
That's a good transition because she got 9th place in the top 9 that they announced, Warren.
Yep.
8th place,
Oh yes.
Kang Ye-seo. 7th place, Chai Bing. 6th place, Suruchi. 5th place, Sakamoto Mashiro. 4th place, Yujin from CLC. 3rd place, Izaki Hikaru. 2nd place, Shun Jiao Ting. 1st place with a big surprise, Kawaguchi Yurina.
Did not see that coming.
Dang.
She did not make top 9 at the beginning when the judges picked the top 9, right? And
No.
She didn't.
I thought she was borderline top 9. I thought she would have been like maybe 11th place, 10th place, somewhere near there. That girl number 1, apparently.
Dang. Wow.
I will be honest. I don't think it's safe for her yet.
No.
Remember who got first in the 5th episode of Produce 48?
Gaon?
Galen Lee.
Yeah, but Gaon has things working against her. I
That's
don't
true.
think Yurina does.
Plenty of people didn't make it from that list too, so we'll see.
If you saw the preview for next week, she was crying because she picked the vocalist role and apparently didn't sing very well in the practice, right?
Oh my god.
That was kind of rough. And they were kind of being mean. They're like, this isn't worthy of 1st place. I was like, shut up, judge. Like, go cringe in your corner again when someone misses a note, dude.
Oh my god.
That's how I was thinking. That being said, top 9 is interesting, right? We have Cheon, Ye-seo, Yujin as the Korean members, right? You have Chai Bing, Suruchi, Shun Jiao Ting as the Chinese members, and then you have Kawaguchi Yurina, Hikaru, and Mashiro as the J line.
Yeah.
Spread out pretty evenly. I'm gonna be honest here, right? A couple things surprised me on here. Suruchi being 6th. I think it is surprising before you take into account the kind of the back politics on this show. That's what I'll say. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot of politics going on the show right now with people's posts in China, things like that. Suruchi's one of those people involved in that. If you had knew nothing, you would probably think, why is she 6th, right? Based on the show edit and things like that. But she is 6th here. I think it makes sense at this point. I am not on the Chai Bing hype train as everyone else is.
Really?
Same.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Like, I thought she was all right in Helicopter. She kind of screwed up How You Like That.
She did.
She has like a sort of, people say she has like a Yeji look going on a little bit. I kind of see what they're saying a tiny bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
So 7th place though, I think it's a little high. I thought Yeso would have been higher, to be honest. I think 8th place is a little low for her. That being said, top 4 is, I think, clear top 4 on this show right now. Right?
Well,
Popularity, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised
And it
if
switches up.
some people drop a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like Izaki Hikaru
Yeah,
might
she's
drop
she's
a
been,
little bit.
She's been kind of like not notable since the first round. Since
No.
since
the very first episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's kind of just been there.
Yeah, she was a part of the whole like Fuyaning fiasco, but like she just sat there.
Yeah, she got like 0 screen time.
Yeah.
People who have raised their stock, I think Mashiro raised her stock. Chaehyun has had like the biggest stock raise the entire show.
Yeah,
right?
rising.
Boy.
Yeah, but I guess Yurina. So if we metagame this, right? Yurina is just there's not that many J kids to vote for. That's what a lot of people have been saying. Like, there's just not that many, and it seems like when people don't know who to vote for, it's like, all right, Mashiro, Hikaru, Yurina, let's just do it, right? That's what it seems like a lot of people are doing.
I will admit I've been voting for Yurina, Izaki, and then Lyrica a lot.
See,
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
everyone's safe pick is Yurina. You're like, she's pretty. She was good on that Twice stage. Put her in the group. It seems like what everyone's doing. I think that that being said, I think Shen Ting is probably, if I had to put like rank the kids in a power ranking, I think that Shen Ting's 100% going to make this group at the end.
I think she's the safest
I think she's the absolute safest kid out of all of them.
in terms of like talent level, popularity, and the like politics on the show. I think she's the safest on the show. Like,
yeah. I think barring absolute, like, if she, unless she
Fiasco.
slaps someone or something, she making
A
this group,
mess.
right?
slap somebody.
Even though she didn't even do that well in the How You Like That stage, right? They said her killing point was a little awkward. Barring something ridiculous, that girl's safe. I think. Yeah.
The show ain't. Let's be honest. The show isn't really about who's really good or who's really bad.
No.
If you think talented people should win, boy, I got some news for you.
Yeah.
This is a popularity game.
Yeah. That being said, I think like the kids with the best shot to make this final group is probably Yurina, Zhaoting, Hikaru, Yujin. I think that's like pretty much if you had some money, those would be the 4 bets you would make probably. Just feels like they're gonna make it at the end, right? The big thing here was that Huning Bahia was not on the top 9. They even had an edit where people were very shocked that she didn't make it.
Yeah.
They're like, she's really popular. Why isn't she top 9? There's been a little bit of controversy on the side about that. I've seen that people are getting accused in certain countries of mass buying SIM cards to vote for her.
Oh.
They didn't accuse.
There's pictures, right?
They proudly announced it themselves.
Oh God! All right.
My, what?
They're very proud of doing it. Don't do that. Why would you do that?
Please, let's be fair.
It just doesn't feel worth it, Like it just
No.
don't feel worth.
I mean, why? It's just a TV show.
Yeah. So
Not a good look for the fandom either.
next round, right? I might have some super mega spoilers about what songs they're gonna do.
Oh, you and your mega spoilers.
Oh,
This is
God.
unconfirmed, but do you want to hear what people think the songs are?
Right. The rumors. What have the rumors? been
Rumors.
telling us?
Rumors.
So people are saying there's gonna be 9 songs with 6 members per team.
Okay.
Right.
Makes sense.
sense.
3 vocal songs: G-Friend Sunrise, Haze
What?
Happening, Red Velvet's Really Bad Boy. How is Really Bad Boy a vocal song?
Oh my
What?
God. I am not liking these choices.
Okay, I'm willing to get the Haze track on okay.
Sunrise is a good song too.
Sunrise, okay, fine. Really bad boy?
Yeah.
Really bad boy is a really bad choice.
In terms
so
of the
funny.
rap songs, they're saying there's one hidden song, so the rumors don't even know all the songs. 4 Minutes Hate and FX's Red Light.
Okay. What?
Okay, I don't know. And then in terms of the dance songs, Chungha's Bicycle,
What?
G Idol's Oh My God, and Girls' Generation's Little Touch.
What's Little Touch?
I really
don't
hope
know.
these rumors are completely wrong.
Say,
Right?
What is
These are-
Little
what are-
Touch?
What are these song choices?
I am the girl generation. I don't never heard of Little Touch by Girl Generation.
But here's the thing.
It's the
Another
flag
rumor has been saying that the songs will be from these groups: 2PM, IZ*ONE, Taeyeon, Show Me the Money A, Show Me the Money B, IU, Lee Soo-hyun, Blackpink, Little Mix, or Oh My Girl.
What
That
is
makes
Show-
more sense.
What is Show Me the
little
Money
bit.
A, Show Me the Money B?
The
That'd
rap
be the
songs,
rap
rap songs
songs?
from Show Me the Money.
Oh, so one song from Show Me the Money and another song from Show Me the Money.
Yeah, that makes more sense to me, right?
Sure. I don't know if I'd like to see these people have Show Me the Money, but I guess
Take all
Why
these rumors
not?
with some salt, but that's what some people are leaking online, so who knows which one's right, but
we shall see.
there's no way they're doing 3 rap songs either, right? There's way too many.
Do they have
Yeah.
rappers for that?
No
They
way
usually
do they.
just do 1 or 2, I
One or
think.
two.
Do they
So-
have more than 3 girls for like main
that's
rapping?
why that second rumor where Show Me the Money A, Show Me the Money B, that makes more sense. And that like IU makes sense, Taeyeon for singing, right? Like
Yeah,
IZ*ONE,
IU, Taeyeon,
yeah.
that makes sense.
2PM for a dance song,
Yeah.
Lee Soo-hyun from Akmu for a singing song. That makes all sense to me, right?
Yeah, it sounds like rumor 1 is kind of poo-poo, and rumor 2,
Maybe.
That's a maybe. That's a
Maybe.
solid maybe.
we will figure it out by Friday. Watch
Mo-
the show.
Friday's gonna be filler. I'm just telling y'all. It's
it?
100%. It has to be.
I mean, are we not gonna find out what they're performing at least?
Oh no, we'll know what they're performing, but there's gonna be no performances.
Oh, I just want to find out what they're performing.
Okay, let's see. If the pacing's good on this show, you'll see her like one performance. If it's bad, it's just gonna be all filler other than what the like, behind the scenes stuff.
You don't know, right? Because pacing's been kind of different from your typical produce.
True.
So-
I will give them credit not showing the title song like competition. You know how they sometimes do that where they do reevaluate based on like learning Pick Me or something, right? I'm really happy they skipped that. Number one, it's anticlimactic because we already know who's gonna be the center, right?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
and number two, like, who cares? So, but at the same time, it made it so that no one cares about that the title track this year, OOO or whatever it's called.
Right. I don't know what that track is.
Exactly. I don't know what it sounds
Yeah.
like. I can't tell you.
You don't?
Oh no, actually, I
No.
know what it is. But
I mean, I remember hearing it here and there and thinking to myself, oh, that's that track. But like, do I remember it now instead of oh, I'm doing gong and nai and like
exactly.
pick me, pick me,
yeah.
pick me, pick me, pick me.
Overall, though, the show's kind of fun. This was a long episode. Hey, I'm happy they cut a lot of kids though, because I like when there's less kids. It's easier to focus on the kids.
Same.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know people's faces and names now.
Yeah, I know most of the kids. All right, next week though, Tuesday, Baekhyun, Super Junior Sungmin. Wednesday, Purple Kiss. Thursday, Hyuna X Dawn, and EHIE. Friday, Blackpink's Lisa La Lisa. That's probably one of the most anticipated debuts of the year. And Monsta X, and then Monday, ATEEZ. This has been SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop, episode 155, brought to you by MintyJoy. Making wonderful accessories. Please check them out. I'm Doug. I'd like to thank Warren and Anita for joining me this week. We'll see you next time, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Special shoutouts to our Fiesta patrons: Based Mina, Shadow, Delmonic, Ellie, Jedi, Goku Mama, Jacob, Liam's Games and Toys, Luke Daniels, Malfiar, NJ Parks, Tier. Thank you for joining SojuTalk, your weekly shot of K-pop. And special thanks to our Discord server mods: Jacob, K Music Erday, Koala, Malfiar, Max, No Bias LOONA, Tuggles, and Wolf297.